Fundamentally, the decision to use and to work with Baldwin Boxall has been something that I have been doing and working with for many years now. I've been in the fire alarm industry for over 20 years. Boxalls have been a company widely used, recommended, and um, it's the services itself with Boxalls has always been a very easy, straightforward decision maker, fundamentally because the product is so widely used across most of the sites that we have in the UK that we work with. The reason why we like dealing with Baldwin Boxall so much is pretty much throughout my career in the fire industry, I've worked at many large service and install providers throughout that time, and Boxalls have always been a preferred supplier, manufacturer. And then, just generally due to great working relationships we've had throughout the companies I've worked for and sticking with Boxalls throughout as a manufacturer to go to, it's just always such an easy decision to go to Boxalls as a first port of call. I think fundamentally the reason is that the product in itself, it sells itself. It also has a fantastic historical use throughout the industry. It's very rare that I've gone to industry events and not seen a Boxall stand. And I think at the end of the day, the efforts that are put in by Boxalls from their own team itself to fundamentally push themselves through the market is the reason why they're so widely used. I think the difference between Boxalls and other manufacturers out there, there are other manufacturers out there. We have other manufacturers that we use throughout our sites, but fundamentally, we generally push for Boxalls. Obviously, it's down to the client, sometimes down to specification. Price is always a key denominator through pricing formats for tendering for projects. However, our hands can sometimes be tied, but if it's down to us, we will always primarily go to Boxall. In reference to being aware of any instance where the Baldwin Boxall systems worked well in an emergency condition, I can most certainly say that last week, one of our key accounts up in London, there was a fire at a building directly opposite our building. For some reason, somebody in our building activated a fire alarm call point, which in turn evacuated all 20 floors, spilled 15,000 people onto the street. However, the Baldwin Boxall system worked without fail, and everyone was evacuated from the building in accordance with their evacuation times. In regards to recommending Baldwin Boxall to other accounts, service providers, anyone that we work with, without any hesitation, absolutely. The product fundamentally sells itself, but with the history and working relationships that we have with Boxalls over the years, and that I've had over the years, it's an immediate go-to, and I'd highly recommend it.